Good evening and welcome to day 6 of the Friendly Junk Journal People's Group's video hop. The 12 days of junk journal gifts ideas. Teeth back in. Today it's to do a notebook tag. So I dropped the ink on here, so I've got a smudgy, but this is just my template. So hopefully I won't drop it this time. So basically I've got several different types of paper in here. This is vintage paper, some journal paper, music paper here. And then further up I've put some book page in. This is some vintage cartridge paper. Just different little sheets. There's about 12 in this one. And I've got the folio from yesterday to show you what it would be like if you've got a pocket. Now this will then, put my fingers underneath it, this will slip inside like this. Okay. Sorry, it's always the way. If you do it on camera, you can't get it in straight. So it will sit in like this, and that'll be your pages. These are really good for the centre of a folio, to put in the centre. Obviously, when you make your pocket, you're going to have your pocket further down. You know, you'll make a pocket that goes on the page and it will slip in, it'll be further down the page. But it's just to show you how easily they slip in and out. So, I've made this one. It's 7 inches long by 4 inches wide. If you want centimetres, I'll just grab my ruler. So, where are we? 7 centimetres. Well, no, I can't, because on that one it's backwards. So I will work it out and then put it in the description box, but it's basically 7 by 4. The paper I've cut 1/4 inch smaller, sort of lengthwise and widthwise. So the 7 becomes 6 3/4, and the 4 becomes 3 3/4. You do not have to measure these. You do the tag the size that you want, but I'm giving you the measurements just in case you want them. So you start off with a piece of some sort of card, packaging, whatever you've got, which will be the back. Now, I've got some mop-up pages here. Yes, Angelica, mop-up pages. She loves her mop-up pages. And I'm going to pop that on top of here first. Let's wake the glue back up. The glue's gone to sleep. Well, our snow's melted, and we've now had torrential rain instead. So it's all fun up here in Scotland, but I believe Yorkshire, North Yorkshire have now got snow. So let me just pop that on there. A bit straight. And then cut the paper. Now, if you want to sew the back of these, this is when you will do it. I haven't, because obviously you're not going to really see much of the back. The only time you really see it is when you sort of flick through the pages, don't you? So that's that bit done. This really is a quick make, this one. So let's just knock my pages together. Now, you can do this with different length papers, and that looks really lovely. I've seen Linda do that in the past, and it looks amazing. Different types of paper and different lengths. Now, you just pop a couple of staples in the top, and that will keep your book together, so you're not going to end up losing it. And there's your pages. The next thing you need is a bit more of your waste mop-up paper that's going to go on the top here. So you glue this down. Okay. Pop that on there. Sure it's straight. One thing with lines, you need to make sure it's straight because otherwise it's really obvious it's wonky. Then I bend it over so I know where my fold's going to be, and then I trim off these bits on the side next. You see that? Just these bits just here. So I know they're straight. And that bit just there. Then I turn him over and I look to see where this bit here is, that they're going to marry up there. I'm hoping you can see that. So this bit needs to marry up there because you want it to be the same, and I pop my scissors in like this so I know that I've made a little snip, and that there, where that little snip is where I need to be cutting, and then it'll be the same either side, it'll be even. So I'm just going to across there like that, and then you just glue this bit down. These are so quick and easy to make, it is amazing. So you've got a quick make for your Sunday today. A bit of glue on there, isn't it? There we are. And then I pop a little tiny bit of glue just in here and just over here and hold them down. And I just hold them down a wee bit just so they stick down. And that's your notebook. Really quick and simple. Now I've used some really pretty stamps on mine, and it's these ones which are really lovely, and oops, they are Simply Made Craft by Helen Griffin stamps, and they're really tiny but they're lovely for the corners. If you're going to stamp, try and find something really tiny and that's just giving it a little hint in the corner that's not going to distract from your notebook, because obviously excuse me, if you're going to be writing on here, you don't want a dirty great big stamp in the middle because there's not very much space left to write on. So let me have a look what I've got here. Oops. So that's the star. I've got a couple of little swirls here. Look a little bit like the wind or snow. Oh. And then I've got my acrylic block so I can pick them up. Like that. And then I can ink him up. I like the Nouveau Hybrid because it works with anything. If you want to use watercolour or alcohol inks, it works with both. You've not got that problem of making sure you're using the right ink for the right product that you're going to use afterwards. So let's have a look. We'll pop him right on the front there. There we go. Paper's a little bit absorbent there, isn't it? Oh. That shows how old the paper is because it's getting, you know, porous and it's absorbent, isn't it? It's like when you get a piece of old book page, and as you touch it, it starts to, you know, crack on you. Another one. I'll put a third one in somewhere. got here? So we're going to use that one that way. We've got another curly one. Yeah, I think we have that one. So how many of you have got your Christmas trees up? I think tomorrow is going to be the mass pop your Christmas tree up day in the estate, because I've not seen any lights at all on the estate, and normally Halloween is over and done with, and within that next month, you know, Christmas trees start going up, and there's usually by the 1st, you know, everybody's getting them up and ready. But I think people have just, I don't think people can be bothered. I think they've had, you know, they know they're not going to get visitors. They, you know, it's not going to be the same. And I think, whoops, I think this year it's going to be a little bit difficult for people. You know, it's do I bother attitude, which is a shame, because particularly if you've got kids, you really want to make the effort for them. There we go. Well, my son's baby is due the 5th of January, so we're sort of going to be watching to see whether or not it comes early. Interested to see whether it pops Christmas Day. That would be an interesting one, wouldn't it? Or New Year's Day. Right, I'm trying to find one where I've not got them matched up together already. There. Don't get that too close. That one. That's how easy it is to make these little booklets. So you can then pop them in your pockets, or you can just attach them with a pin, you know, paper clip. God, my days. I'm having one of them days, aren't I? Paper clip. You can just pop them on with a paper clip, or you can put them in a, you know, a side tuck, side pocket. You can just slip them in like that. And I think they're so pretty, and they're so quick and easy to do. They really are. You can embellish the top if you'd like to. You could put anything, you know, you could put a little label up the top there. You might even put some, you know, make it into a cluster at the top there. But I would try not to make it too big, because obviously you don't want to be, you know, if you're going to be lifting this up to be doing your writing, you don't want to, you know, get in the way of this where you're going to be bending it, you know, that bit of card. So you want to keep it quite small. So there we are, really quick today. Thank you for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you on day 7. Oh my goodness, day 7. Hugs and love, everybody. Bye.